Welcome again to this brief tutorial about pivot tables. For part 3, we will use pivot tables to help us find the average number of occurrences for each incident type and find the areas that had an above average occurrence for each incident type. First, we've put together a table with the incident types in the row labels, the areas in the column labels, and the count of incidents in the values. Our next step will be to create an average column next to the grand total column. In cell H5, we'll go to the AutoSum icon and input the equation G5 divided by 5. This is the grand total of alarms divided by the 5 areas. To implement this equation for the whole column, we're going to highlight cell H5, move the cursor to the lower right of the cell until we get the black crux, and then highlight the entire column. Our next step will be to find the difference between the number of incidents in each area and the average. To do this for area 1, we will first subtract cell number B5 from the average cell number in H5. Once again, to apply this equation to the whole column, we highlight cell I5, move the cursor to the lower right until we get the black crux, highlight the entire column. We will repeat this process with area 2 using equation C5 minus H5, for area 3 using equation D5 minus H5, area 4 E5 minus H5, and area 5 F5 minus H5. After implementing our equations in all the different columns, we are free to go down the list of incidents and analyze whether or not a certain area may have experienced an above average amount of occurrences of a given incident. For example, area 3 for directed patrols. Also, area 1 slightly above average in cases of missing persons. Area 2 had above average occurrences of auto thefts as well. What we've just done here is sometimes referred to as a threshold analysis. And although pivot tables did not do all the work for us, they assisted us in organizing the data in such a manner where we can present our averages and differences with the actual numbers.